Hello guys, welcome back to my class. Now, as you can see, we'll be doing some math today. And we will be looking at comparing numbers. So, the word compare means we're looking at two numbers and we're going to see which is bigger, which is less, or are they equal. So when you compare, you're looking at how things are the same or how they are different. Now, somebody might say contrast is the difference, but sometimes when they ask you to compare, they want you to tell the same and the difference. So today we are going to compare numbers. Now, when we think of comparing numbers, we must know these three symbols. So the first one is less than. And what do I do to remember that? Not all of us, but most persons are right-handed. So because I'm right-handed, I think that my right hand is stronger. So I said the left hand, the one that shapes like your left hand if you should bend it like this, that tells me that that is less. It has less strength. So my left hand has less strength. So this sign means less. My right hand is stronger. It means greater. So this shape that looks like my right hand, when I bend it, that's greater. And then we should all know this one, that's equal. So if I should turn my back to you, this is less. This is greater. So you can think of it like that. Or another trick that I use, I think of these as two sharks. Now we know that sharks are always looking for food. Now I call them greedy sharks. If the number is smaller, the greedy shark is going to turn its back to it. So this is the shark's back. So the greedy shark will turn its back to the smaller number. But if that number is bigger, guess what that shark's gonna do? Open its mouth so wide to it. And I'm gonna show you that. All right, so 537 is either less than or greater than or equal to 563. How do I like to do this? I like to set it up one above the other. So 537 and put 563 immediately under it. Now I am going to compare each digit starting from the one with the biggest, the one with the biggest value, which is the 5s. All right, so the ones in my hundreds place, those are 2 5s. Those I'm going to start comparing. Then I'm moving to the tens place, then to the ones place. Let's go. So because these two digits are the same, I am not going to use them to determine if this one is larger or this one is larger. So I'm going to my tens column. This is 3, this is 6. They are two different digits, so I can use them to compare. When I look at 3 and 6, I know that 6 is greater than 3. Therefore, 563 is greater than 537. So the shark is going to open its mouth to the bigger number. So here we go. 563. That's the bigger number, so the shark is going to open its mouth towards that number. 537, that's the smaller number, so here goes the shark turning its back to the small number. If the shark is in the water and there's a big fish and a little fish, the shark is going to turn its back to the little fish and go open its mouth to the bigger fish. That's the one it's going to eat. All right, let's move to 2. 6,487, either less than, greater than, or equal to 6,487. Again, I'm going to set it up. So 6,487, and make sure the digits with the same value are lined up correctly. So this also is 6,487. Now I'm going to compare. So again, I'm starting on my left. I'm starting in the thousands place because this time the bigger number is in the largest digit is in the thousands place. So 6 and 6 are the same. I'm not going to use them to determine. So I'm moving on. I come here, 4 and 4 are the same. I'm still not going to use them. 8 and 8 are the same, so I'm still taking them out. But when I come here, 7 and 7 are the same. So if I take out all my digits, then it simply means they are all the same. If they are the same, then they are equal. So 6,487 is the same as 6,487. They're equal. Let's look at number 13. Now these are bigger numbers. They have more digits. 12,567, 21,982. Again, I made sure that I line them up properly. If you're not sure, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're the same amount of digits, so you will line them up correctly underneath each other. Just like when we're putting them on the place value chart, we have to make sure they're lined up correctly. So I'm ready to compare. I'm starting on the left again. I notice that these two are different. The moment you find two digits, one above the other, that are different, you are using those to make your comparison. So 1 and 2 are different. I don't need to look at the other digits. All I'm going to say is 2 is greater than 1. It simply means, where is the shark going to open its mouth? It's going to open its mouth at 2. 21,982. There you go. The shark is opening its mouth to the bigger number. It's turning its back to the smaller number. Let's try a few more. $6,783 is greater than, less than, or equal to 6,792. Let's try that. Again, we are going to set them up. So 1, 2, 3, 4 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. We are putting them one above the other. So the 6, the 7, the 8, the 3, then the 6, the 7, the 9, the 2. Line them up properly. Then we're going to start comparing. The 6s are the same, so I'm taking them out. Not using them to make my comparison. The 7s are the same. I'm doing the same thing. I'm taking them out. But when I get to 8 and 9 in my tens column, I realize that they are different. So I can use them to make my comparison. The 9 is bigger. It simply means that this number is the greater one. Therefore, the shark is going to open its mouth. Good job. To this number. So, shark opens its mouth to the bigger number, turns its back to the smaller number. It's your time. Your time, guys. I'm anxious to see how you're gonna do. All right. 3,721. Let me call that 13,000. 13,721 is greater than, less than, or equal to 5,724. Go ahead, write them down. See, digit by digit. Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 digits, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4. How are you going to set that out? Go ahead, write them down. Make sure each value is under the other value, the other digit of the same value. All right, if you're not done, pause your video. Let's go. 13,721, and underneath that I'm going to write 5,724, but as I said, this is 4 digits, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So my 5 goes there, 7, 2, 4. Now I'm ready to compare, but I notice that this has a 1 and this has nothing here. Am I just gonna skip this out and jump to 3 and 5? No, I have to compare. So in math, we use zeros as placeholders sometimes. So because there's no digit here, I want to make sure that my bottom number and my top number have the same amount of digits. So I am using a 0 to hold the place. Now, I can go ahead and compare. This is 1, this is 0. They are different, so I can stop there. It means that 1 is greater than 0, so the shark will open its mouth to the 1. So 13,721 is greater, so the shark is going to open its mouth to that 1. Get it? Good. Last one. Last one. I'm gonna do 28,000. Why am I using this color? The blue is not so bright, so 28,653 compared to 28,655. Go ahead, set it out and see which digit you're going to use to make your comparison. 1, 2, 3, go. When you're done, make sure you tell someone or show it to someone before you start the camera, and then start the camera and prove to them that, woohoo, I got it. All right, pause the camera now and let's go. So again, we're putting the digits over each other. So we are writing down our 28,653. That's 5 digits. And 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5, 2. So we can go with our 2 under 2, 8 under 8, 6, 5, 5. Then we can begin comparing. These two are the same, so I'm not using it to make my decision. These two are the same. I am not using them to make my decision. Again, yes, they're the same. I'm not using them. And I'm not using these because they are all the same. I have to keep going until I find two that are different. If I don't find any two that are different, it means that they are equal. All right. So here I find 3 and 5. They are different. Sounds like I can sing. All right. So 5 is greater than 3. It simply means, where's the shark going to open that mouth? Towards the 5. The number with that 5 at the end. So 28,655 is greater. The shark is going to open its mouth to that number. So we could read it, 28,653 is less than 28,655, or 28,655 is greater, because the shark is opening its mouth to it, than 28,653. Very easy, guys. Just set it up. Think about that shark. Where is it opening its mouth? Where is it turning its back? Back to the smaller number, mouth to the bigger number. That's it for today, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. Remember, hit that blue button, thumbs up to like. hit that red button if you have not done so yet to subscribe. And don't forget, there are other persons out there who need to see these videos. So share, share, and share. Thank you.